Hello world. So this is a game that I have been working on in my spare time, right? And basically, as you can see, it's like a 3D game that allows you to walk around. And basically, the idea behind it is that eventually it's going to be like a 3D infinite maze game. So that will be interesting. And like the levels will generate differently. So basically what we're going to have is I'm just going to show you some of the basic features that I've added. So obviously you can move around with the mouse like this. You have forward, backward, left, right, whatever. I made it backwards, but whatever. You can also rotate with the keys. So as you can see, you can move around with the keys, and there's also controller support. So basically you have all this movement. And I also added a lot of accessibility features that I have been designing with a friend, to see what works and what doesn't. So, first off, I wanted to show off these menus. And these menus, they're really cool because you can basically set up new items in the menu very easily with just one line of code. So, you can see you can change all these features. And you can also do it with the mouse. Like, you can change brightness. And what's cool is that it actually changes, it allows you to see the changes that you're making, despite the color of your menu, which you can change, by the way. And you can just have all those features. Now, there are some audio features that I've added to help make the game more accessible to blind people. And these features basically help identify certain things, and I'm going to show off how they work by enabling all of them except for the text-to-speech. I'll show that last. And it looks like they're all enabled already, so we'll see what this looks like. Alright. Or rather, sounds like. So, as we move around, we notice that there's footsteps. As we approach walls, there's a sound. And that tells, that can help orient somebody who can't see what's going on around them very well, right? What direction they're facing, where a wall is, things like that, right? Now, as I approach this junction, you'll hear a sound. And this sound indicates that there's a junction there, right? So as you approach it, you'll hear it get louder. Now, if we turn on text-to-speech...
Enabled, map, scroll, bonks, accessibility, OK, audio, close.
All of those menus now start reading text-to-speech, right? But you can also, it will also read what directions you can go right here.
Always to right, front and back. Always to right, left, and back. Always to right, left, and back. Always to left, front and back.
So yeah, you can. So that's one of the ways that people can navigate. And as we add more features, we're going to add more accessibility features to help make the experience like more more interesting than just a couple of beeps and boops.
Options,
so,
graphics. SFX volume 10.
I'm gonna
Text
turn off
disabled.
These. And I'm also going to show that we have key binding as well. So we have customization for keyboard, all that stuff. You can change like how fast the keyboard moves, like rotates the camera and stuff. You can toggle movement keys. So what this does is that when you press the key, it will just toggle its movement. So I'll just show this actually real quick. So like you can just push the button and then stop pushing it. And you can do all sorts of things like that, right? So oops. So basically You can do that. I'm going to turn that off though. And then you can bind any of the keys. So you can set the keys any way you want. And you also have controller keys as well, and you have the mouse. So, no options here yet because the game hasn't actually really been built into anything besides these menus. But you can kind of see how this is all coming together a little bit. You know, you can see how you know, you want to start with these usability features early on in development so that, you know, you don't have to worry too much about like going back and fixing things, and it's just easier to deal with when you start out with this stuff and you keep it as a constant process. So we're gonna kind of as I continue to develop this game, we're gonna see like how that evolves with the game and how like you know, testers react to the way that we're building that and how to make it better. So yeah. Well, I don't know when the next one will be. It will probably be in I would say maybe a month. You know, I do have that daunting thing to write for the channel, so I will do that. But yeah, I thought that it would be kind of fun to show you, you know, start doing a game dev vlog for this, you know. May as well. All right, take care everybody. Love y'all. Bye.